Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno. Now when we left off we had just done a couple of battles with some of the Reich vassals, and we had attempted to siege the nearby castle to hopefully prevent more of the Reich patrols from spreading out and taking on our Illica friends. But unfortunately it appears that King Ingveld himself has now declared peace with them, and I have now decided to head, I believe, to where I think, actually mentioned quite a while ago, I think maybe 15 to 20 episodes ago. According to one of you in the comments, I seem to have forgotten about this particular quest. Now, I am going to be heading over here because this fellow, a madman, I believe is going to be the quest giver. Now, I cannot, for the life of me, remember all of the quests that I have been told about, but hopefully this is the fellow that you meant. Now, he says, "Doom, we are all ruined. Do you feel alright, good man? They are coming. He is coming. He will rule over all of us. They will make us all slaves. Light will be no more. They are coming. He is coming." Who's they? Who's he? What are you rambling about? They live over the infinite waves across a continent so far and vast. They will come, he will lead them. Revenge, power, a new empire will they come for. Over our dead bodies, our skulls, our children will they rule. For they are coming. Run we must, for all hope is lost. The final hour is upon us. We must ready for when he arrives. Flee we must, flee. Who's coming? And how can we defend ourselves? Explain yourself. What do you mean by final hour? Deadly they are. A massive army he will bring. Thousands will die. We must run, for all hope is lost. Doomsday is upon us. The gods have forsaken us. Run, hide, flee. Those are our only chances. The others are already coming. They will follow them here. They will never stop. He won't let them. They will chase the others until they slaughter all of them, and then they will come for us. This is your last chance, madman. Who are they? What do you mean by doomsday? The Zann are coming. Oh, well, they're actually already here. Goodness me. The invincible army is crossing the ocean. They are headed to Perisno. Unstoppable they are. Thousands they will bring. Thousands more await to cross as well. We are doomed. We are dead. We stand no chance. Well, there we are. Oh, yes, yeah, definitely. He is definitely mad, of course. Yes, we have already witnessed their arrival, but it appears that Scout is still not believing it too much. Maybe he will believe it once they have declared war against us. That will probably happen very soon indeed. Hopefully not too soon, however. I would like to potentially stick around a little bit in peacetime. Make sure that we can get a pretty reasonable garrison and army set up as well. Now, you did state that it was one of the blue towns. Now, as you can see, I am at Ford at the moment, and I suppose we could head on to McCann and Arndal just to check. I think that would probably be okay. And I just must make sure that... Oh my goodness. Okay, I suppose this is what we definitely need to avoid. As you can see, we have Zann vanguards in the area, and, well, let's just say that they are definitely something we want to avoid provoking at all costs. My goodness, their units are very extravagant indeed. 250 units in each one? Seriously? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's see what we can actually talk about with Alden here, hopefully to get our mind off it. Okay, so he says, "That's where I was headed when the Draharans got me. Tell me more." "Valahir are not just barbarians, they're good to trade." And, oh, okay, that was it. Interesting. Okay, so now let us head into the tavern and we will see whether we can find this quest. I'm pretty sure that maybe it's changed. Not entirely sure at the moment, but yeah, I'm always willing to check out tips in the comments, of course, as you all know, and it appears that there are no quests here. Maybe I will check the castle, and if I do not find anything here, then I will be cutting away. We do have the new gods and the old gods here, of course. We have spoken to them in the past, I suppose. And then we have Agathor Krex and all of his various vassals here as well. Okay, well, that appears to be that. I will be checking Arndal, but if I do not find anything there, then I will probably be cutting back when we are ready, or at least when an additional faction decides to declare war against us. And I just took falling damage. That is rather impressive to do in the castle itself. Wonderful. Well, nevertheless, I will see you soon. Okay, so I have made my way down to Amarna in, I believe it is Hakon territory, but of course now it is Zann Dynasty territory, but nevertheless I found this fellow here, and I believe maybe this fellow is going to potentially give us a quest, hopefully at least. Now he says, "Good day, my lord. I am Targith, great bard of Perisno. I am the one who wrote the poems Lost One's Soul, The Heir of the Heiress, and many more. I am also responsible for chronicling the histories of many legendary weapons and mysterious occurrences in Perisno. Furthermore, I have written historical work for the Scholars Guild, and my work has been praised all over the world. Continue, please." Oh, yes. Okay, oh, yes, I believe this is probably going to start the quest. This is going to be great. "I'm afraid that if I go on, I will never stop talking. You look like a capable type. I have recently been delving into tomes and accounts of the sword, the Kingslayer. It is said that the great emperor of the old Perisnoan Empire, Thaiseo, slew 7 different kings with that one sword to gain dominance. I might have a faint idea of where it is, now that I know most of the details. Would you like to hear my idea?" "Yes, please tell me." "To search for the sword, you will need to find 2 items, a lyre and a book. It is said that the Emperor Thaiseo's bard wrote the secret of where Kingslayer was hidden in the back of his lyre, named the Lyre of Euralis, perhaps, yes. If this proves untrue, then the book will hold the secret. The book, called The Biography of Emperor Thaiseo, has the location of the sword inside. I am certain that the secret to Kingslayer lies inside one of these 2 items." Ooh, where shall I find the lyre and book? Oh my goodness. It does not look easy, that is for sure, Targith. Okay. We must meet an old reclusive hermit, called the Unusual Hermit by everyone around him, at Grunwalder Castle. He knows where the lyre is, and the biography of Thaiseo. I think that the priest Kalane can say something about its whereabouts, but alas, I don't know where he lives now. Oh, that's not too good. Be warned, these 2 items are going to be very hard to acquire. You will need to be prepared oh no, to face many hardships in order to obtain them. However, I believe you can do it. If you succeed, you get the greatest sword of all, the Kingslayer, rumored to have a blade that never dulls. Oh, and if you do find these items, you will most likely need me to translate the words for you, as they are written in old Perisnoan dialect. Okay, well, I will go to search for them then. I believe this is probably going to be one of those quests where we are going to be having quite a few difficulties. So let us hope that we will be okay. Now, oh, yes, let's actually just read it properly, shall we? Oh my goodness. It does not have a description just yet, but we do know that we need to go to Grunwalder Castle, so I will be doing that, and I will be cutting away while I find it, and once we arrive, I will cut back. Okay, so it appears we have a situation here. Now, I was on my way to Grunwalder Castle, which is currently under Redwood Nation control, I believe, and we have now run into this very fast female outlaw mercenary warband. They were very fast indeed, I could not get away from them. So it appears that we are going to need to do battle, our 133 troops against their 89. So let us now charge the enemy, and we will see how we do in battle against them. Now, ooh, this is giving us relatively good advantage. Oh, actually, no. We have a lot of cavalry units, that is for sure. Okay, well, let's get our archers first off in a good position. We are thankfully outnumbering this particular force of female units, and that will hopefully be able to prevent many of our casualties in this skirmish. So let's just make sure. They're coming from this direction over here. So, do we want to move our infantry forward? I do not believe so. Yeah, we're actually going to try this a little bit tactically for once. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our archers all the way back here, and hopefully have our infantry just in front, just to make sure that we survive long enough, I suppose. Now, I think what we'll do is move our cavalry behind the archers, and then we will tell the archers to spread out, if possible. Let us do just that. There we are. That is, I think, good enough. 2 times spread out right there. So now, I think you may see what I am attempting to do here. We are going to spread out the infantry as well, aren't we? Yeah, a little bit. Let's do that. And we're probably going to go for a charge in with our cavalry as soon as the enemy decides that they have had enough of us pelting them consistently with very deadly projectiles from our Illican Rangers and various other archery units. Now, we are having quite a few issues in terms of us not being able to retaliate with many of our archers, as you can see here. It appears we may actually need to make the first move, so without further ado, we are going to be moving our infantry towards the enemy units, and then we will do battle with them, or at least we will see what they decide to do after that. Our Illican Rangers are still doing an excellent job, might I add. Very, very cool. And I think we'll place our crossbowmen here, and then we will get our cavalry to move a little bit closer so that we have a height advantage. Small one, nevertheless, it is a height advantage. And now I could shoot off 1 bolt. Let's do it. Yeah? No hit, unfortunate. Okay, well, nevertheless, it appears they have now scattered, so this is the best time to charge in with our cavalry units, and we will leave our infantry here to defend our archers from any assault. So let us hope that we will not get killed by any of these units with their huge two-handed weapons, and that was a lovely headshot from one of our Illican Rangers right there. Very nice indeed. My horse is doing a lot of damage in the meantime as well, so that is always very, very appreciated. That is for sure. And it appears that these fellows are wearing incredibly light armor, so we are able to completely run them down, I suppose, with our mace and various other weaponry. Okay, come on, take out that guy. Yes, there we are. Mercenary Stalker. I believe that is their highest level, unless Master Huntress is higher than that, but I think Mercenary Stalker is probably the highest we can get here. So let's see here. We can do quite a bit of damage, I must admit. Look at that. Our mace is doing some pretty reasonable work, and I must admit that usually I am pretty terrible with it, but this time around I'm actually able to take quite a few prisoner, which is rather nice to say the least. So without further ado, we will now charge in our infantry, and our archers will be moving a little bit forward as well. We are in a very good position, so I do not believe we will need to worry too much. Now let's just take out this fellow, there we go. And I believe there is only 1 enemy remaining, and hopefully our Illican Rangers, as you can see here, are going to be taking them down. There we are. Very nice indeed. And we lost a grand total of 5 units, which is not bad at all. I believe that tactic that we employed there was probably one of the better ones that we have so far seen in this series, and hopefully we will be able to continue along those lines, and maybe if we are going to be coming across some very deadly units in the future, we'll be able to do battle with them with the same caliber strategy. So yes, let us now move on to Grunwater Castle. Oh yes. Aha! Okay, so we have Alindel now speaking about medical triumphs, by the looks of things. We're passing by the site of one of my greatest medical triumphs, if that interests you. It does. The lord over there in Almera Castle had the dropsy. The dropsy? Okay. And had requested a doctor to treat him. Like a typical university-educated doctor, he went right to Galerian for a cure. Galerian commends sun metal for dropsy. Or recommends, shall we say. Now, most of Galerian's writings were useless back in the days of the Perisno emperors when they were first written down, and they're doubly worthless today. But sometimes he hits upon the right cure by chance. Sun metal does cure some kinds of dropsy in small doses. However, sun metal in large doses is poison, something that the Galerian worshippers never grasped. Oh my. So, in other words, they killed him, probably, with their overdoses of poison, perhaps. Now, these Wolf Knights are running away. They do not appear to be too threatening at the moment. However, can you notice here, this sprite on the main map is very unique indeed. I like that a lot. Small details do add to the experience rather considerably. Okay, well, nevertheless, oh goodness me, wow. Okay, so it appears that he is actually indicting Princess Birgit. Or at least Kaiser Otto is indicting Princess Birgit. Goodness me, I never thought that I would see the day. Okay, well, nevertheless... Oh. Whoa, okay. Minor Tauranian nobles right there. Well, that's fine. So, yes, let us now head into the castle and hopefully be able to speak to who we need to speak to here, which I may have forgotten, but I think, yes, there we are. Once I see the name, I will remember. So here we are, Unusual Hermit. We are going to be speaking to him, and oh my, okay. Are you the one they call the Unusual Hermit? Can you tell me where the Lyre of Euryalus is? I am indeed the Hermit. I was once a great general, serving under the Freelancer Guild, but that was a lifetime ago. Who are you, and what do you want? Oh my. Shall we lie? No. I think he'd probably see through that lie. He is a great general, or once was, at least. Okay, we are going to tell the truth here. Aha. What has he gotten himself into this time, I wonder? I have heard that you might find the lyre somewhere near the Four Pillars. There you will find a noble by the name of Galeen. Where? Ah, I'd forgotten, but that it is not called by that name anymore. It is Vioncord Castle. Oh yes, there we are. Okay, great. So, Vioncord Castle, that is where we have to be. Where is it on the map, though? Vioncord Castle. I seem to remember seeing it around here, but I must have been mistaken. So we will be heading over to the notes. And scrolling down. Vioncord Castle. Vioncord Castle. There it is. Wonderful. Okay, it's a Kingdom of Taurania fief by the looks of things. And there it is. Okay, so we do need to be rather cautious because I believe that some Praetorian armies were around here at this point. So hopefully we can avoid such a thing engaging upon us. Amazons are running away. 19 units prisoner there. They do have some, well, one demon priest and an eagle retainer, but I do not believe it will be worth our time, perhaps. So let us just head onward and make sure that we do not run into anything too untoward. You never know. Yes, it appears we are fine. Yes, it is. Okay, great. Now, who's that? More Eagle Knights? That's fine, too. Okay, oh. Wait a minute. Are we at war with the Kingdom of Taurania? I think we might be, actually. This is not good. Okay, wait. Let's have a look here. Let's go to reports real quick. Oh my goodness, yes, of course we are. Okay, so maybe this would be a time to siege this? Okay, I'll tell you what. We are going to attempt to approach the gates. Oh, I don't really want to meet with... Oh, well, I guess we could. Oh, he's appearing in the courtyard. That's not too good. Yes, it is always good to know your enemy, he states. Well, yes, mark it down. You will be hearing of me a lot. Okay, well, he's not going to... Oh, he is going to talk with us in private. That is very strange. Okay, well, how do you feel about King... Ah, we could potentially try to persuade him to do something. Not entirely sure what, just yet. I will confess that sometimes I worry about King Torlian's judgment, particularly in the matter of the council that he keeps. Sometimes I do worry about the state of the realm. Well, I have something to tell you. Ah, we can actually persuade other vassals to join our own faction. That is wonderful. Ooh. Yes. Okay. What about... Because he would uphold your ancient rights as a noble of this land? Why not? I ask you to pledge your allegiance. Now... Oh. Oh, I see. Yes, militarily we're not doing too well, apparently. Politically, I would be in a better position. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, it appears that he does agree with our option that we selected. However, he is probably not going to be joining us. No. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least we had a good go at it, and it appears that we are not going to be able to get into Vioncord Castle at this time. So I think what I may actually end up doing is ending this episode off here, and hopefully within the next time that I begin a recording of Perisno, the Tauranians will have either made peace with us, or we have, I suppose, plucked up the courage to siege Vioncord Castle for ourselves, and maybe just take it for the quest. But that would potentially require quite a lot of troop loss and don't really know whether I want that. But before we head off here, I am just going to answer one of your questions in the comments. I believe one of you asked where the Freelancer outpost is, and it is, I think, right here. In one of my previous episodes, we did visit here, and we did recruit some Freelancer volunteers, and they were relatively good. However, unfortunately, due to some of my tactical errors, we lost them in a battle. So that is unfortunate, but nevertheless, I will end this episode off here. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.